Uh-huh. Uh, so, my lovely audience, as usual, it's Dave. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And those subscribing, please, thank you so much. I urge you to keep subscribing. Those who are still watching, I still thank you so much for that. It's a wonderful feeling. Yeah. Now, today we shall be sharing the reasons why actually okay how people break up, like the reasons actually why they break up, but how do you break up with someone? Do you do it in a respectful way or in a rude way? Let's find out. Now, we all know that as we begin, we are lovers, like, yeah, it's all good, sweet, sweet, sweet. The first week, the first month, the first year, maybe. But with time, you get fed up of each other. Like, hey, this guy is boring. She's boring now. What do? I want to leave her. I'm not sending you out there to go and actually leave your boyfriends or your girlfriends. I'm just saying that if you are fed up of someone, you want to break up with them, how do you do it? Do you do it in a more respective or respectful way, or do you do it in a very rude way, which is going to leave your friend or your mate or your uh, partner, whatever, in a mood that she's never going to get over? Now, here's the thing, we all have those moments whereby you feel this guy is boring, this girl is boring, you feel like you want to break up with them, but you devise a method which I call the commonest method, that is a bit of amateurs, whereby if it is a girl, she will set her friend for the guy, like she'll give his number to her friend to call him and try to get him into that box, try to convince him to love her, so that she can get that as an excuse to leave the guy. Now, this friend calls the guy and she's like, I'm sorry, I was going through my friend's phone, then I saw your picture on WhatsApp and your phone number. I stole it without her knowing, and I'm calling you because I'm interested in you. You are cute. I just want to be with you. You know, this girl has been sent by your girlfriend, to find that as a reason to leave you, the reason that you are cheating on her. Now, you also fall for it. Of course, we men are like predators, hunters, like, okay, so you found my number and your friend's phone, so what about it? Okay, so I wanna meet you. We can maybe talk it, talk about this, take it further, take it from here. You're like, okay, it's all right. We can meet. And it goes on and on and on. Before you know it, your girlfriend comes to visit you at your place, and then she texts. For example, she's with you there on the couch, you're watching a movie, and she's like, "Hey, honey, can I use the bedroom? Yeah, okay, I'm in it." Then she comes and texts her that, "Hey, I am with him now. Text him. Tell him how much you love him. Tell him how much you miss the times that you guys had when you were out there on a date." Then she's gonna call this guy or text him, and then she'll be like, "Hey, your phone is ringing, or the message is right there. Can you read it?" He's gonna read it, and what she's gonna see there is, "Hey babe, I miss you. I love you. I can't forget about the moments we shared, the ones that we had," and that is gonna be the reason for her to leave that guy. Yeah, then she will tell him that, "So you're cheating on me with my friend. I can't take that. You're a cheater. No, I'm leaving you. I'm going." Now, she uses that as a reason to avoid, you know, to avoid being guilty, of leaving you. Now, some guys also, on the other hand, if he's tired of you, he's gonna pass you over to his friends, like he's gonna give out your number to every, Tom and Dick right there, like, "Hey, there's a chick right here, man. I'm tired of her, man. I wanna give her to you, toss her to you, pass her to you, man. Can you please call her? Just pretend like you're convincing her so she can actually, get to like you, man. I'm tired of her." And then this guy is gonna come on trying to convince this girl, convince her. She has no idea but she gets convinced, and the reason behind that is probably because her guy got fed up with her and then decided to pass her over to his friends. Now, in that scenario, I mean, I would call all those methods amateur methods, or methods that are done, by amateurs. I mean, like those were done a long time ago. They were used a long time ago. Now people are elites. People have moved on. The world is now different. How? If you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you feel you're tired of them, you're fed up with them, you want to break up with them, the very way you got together when you are hooking up, going on a date, is the very same way you're going to do it. Respectfully, call her, call him on a dinner date, take her to a dinner date, then sit down and then tell her or him, you know what, Stacy, I'm sorry, but I've tried all I can, not in a bad way, no bad intentions intended, but I think this thing is not working and I want to call it quits. I don't mean that we're going to be enemies, of course. We're going to be friends. Anything you will need, I'll provide. But as friends, because I've tried this and it's not going anywhere, so I think we call it quits and become friends instead. Now, on her side too, she can start to tell the guy that, you know what, how about become besties, because this thing's not working out. Now, you try something else on your own. I try something else on my own. Then let's see how all these are going to work out. Now, if you use that method to break up with each other, with your partner, you will discover that you will have done that in a very proper manner, respectful manner, and you will be actually in contact with each other. I mean, like, there will be no beef amongst you, there will be no enmity, and that is why you hear in some cases that these exes have got back together. She dumped him and then she got back with him, or he dumped her, he got back with him. Now, that happens simply because when they were breaking up, they sat down and carried it all out as mature people, elites, and as understanding people with respect. Now, they go each other's way and then they try out what they feel they can. And once they fail, that is when they now alert each other, because remember, they are communicating, remember? Hey, how are you? I'm good. How are things? Good. Okay, all right. Now, as that goes on, some time comes and then she's like, hey, Tony, by the way, how is it going? Did you find someone that you feel is okay for you? No, have not yet. How about you? No. How about we hook up? Now, they hook up, and before you know it, they've renewed their affair, and then there they go. Now, the ones that were once known as the dumped and the dumpies, now they are back together, flourishing, and in good love. All that is simply because when they were breaking up, they didn't break up like any other, like any other scumbag out there, like whereby you cause chaos, you beat each other, you insult each other, anyway. No. Insults, not texting and not calling, those ones are ancient methods. Those ones are amateur methods. Now people talk, they call each other, they talk like adults with respect, and then they lay everything out straight on the table, like, you know what, this thing's not working. How about you try out your way, I try my way differently, then we see what the earth has got in store for us. That is why they get back. But do not think that breaking up with someone simply by not texting them, not calling them, going mute at them is going to actually bring you that pride, that respect you feel. You want to be respected. You're the gangster. You got gangster points. No. Simply sit down as you met and sat down on that dinner table. Sit down, talk over issues, and then decide and then say, this cannot go on any longer, because I feel each of us should try out on their own and see what actually the future has in stock for them. As simple as that. And once you do that, you always remain friends, and like humans, you may never know, you might fail. Then before you know it, you've gotten back together and you're back together building your empire, this time around with much care, much keenness, and much love. Yeah, but you should know that